if you're not enjoying the healthiest, happiest, most creative life, don't blame the world. It's because unconsciously your subconscious is sabotaging you, just like Bill. Can't see it, all you see is the result. It's not working the way I want. I go, yeah, but you're still creating it. So just recognize this, that the behaviors that we express didn't come from us. They came from other people. And we've been programmed. The movie The Matrix is not science fiction. The movie The Matrix is a documentary. All of us have been programmed. Yeah. And it's not something new. This is from 400 years. The Jesuits have said to their followers, give me a child for the first 7 years and I'll give you the man. I go, what does that mean? Exactly what we just said. The first 7 years is programming, whatever programs come in there. Then 95% of the rest of your life is the playing of those programs. So if you give a person the first 7 years to teach a child, whatever went in that teaching now controls the rest of the life of that child. And this is where it becomes so important for us to recognize we've been programmed. And that program is controlling our behavior, our genetics, our life experiences. The program comes from the mind. And I say, so why is it relevant? And the answer is profoundly simple. And the answer is this: change your mind and you change your biology. You change your genetics. You change your behavior and you can control this. But if you never knew that your mind was even involved, then where are you? Like Bill, I'm a victim of things. It just happened. And I go, no, it didn't just happen. We are powerful. And the problem that most people have is, well, what the hell were the programs? I say, that's where the problem comes from now, because most of the program, it started last trimester before you were born. You were still in utero when the programming started, all the way up through age 7. So I say, so what program did you get when you were 0? I don't know. What program did you get when you were 1? I don't know. What program did you get when you were 2? I don't know. And so I'm going to help you right now, and then we'll get into the discussion. And the helping last part here is simply this: 95% of your life is coming from the program. Your life is a printout of your program. The things that you like that come into your life, they come in because you have programs to acknowledge them. And the most important point, the things that you want, wish for, desire, but you have to work hard, put a lot of effort, put, sweat over, I'm going to make this happen. Why you're working so hard? The answer is those things that you wish for and desire, you're not getting them, not because you can't have them. You're not getting them because the programming that you got in that first 7-year period doesn't acknowledge that. And then you're going to try to use the 5% conscious mind to take control and say, no, I want this. And I go, yeah, but it's only working 5% of the time. 95% of the time, you're invisibly sabotaging yourself. And when you own this, know it, you can rewrite those programs. And if you rewrite those programs and put in the wishes and desires into your subconscious mind, then here's the beautiful part. 95% of the day, without you even thinking about it, you will be creating wishes and desires. Right now you're creating, but it may not be wishes and desires that you're experiencing. So the bottom line conclusion after all these slides is simply this: quantum physics is right. Consciousness is creating our life experience. Consciousness in the biological realm is controlling our genetics, epigenetics, and our behavior. So changing consciousness is what the mission statement is. And civilization is caught in the middle of what? Changing consciousness. Because the consciousness that we have been using, as well as on an individual level, but on a global level, has been essentially self-destructive. And now it's time for us to take our power back. Thank you for the opportunity to present those slides, Jane, Paul. I appreciate it. Now, let the grilling begin.
Just before Paul asks a few questions, we've got a couple of questions here. How do we change the programming and how do we access more of our conscious?
We each understood the nature of the program. And when it showed up, instead of shocking us, it was like, oh, did you know that you just played that? No, you didn't know. You didn't hear what you really were saying. And that gives you an opportunity then to rewrite it. Energy psychology is one version of rewriting, okay? Very effective. Let me just very quickly say my website, simple, brucelipton.com. There are on there resources, 20 different energy psychology modalities that you could select from, the one that you think might be best. But then I'll just add, there are 2 other natural ways to change subconscious because this is the way it learned. One of them is hypnosis. And I go, do you have to see a hypnotherapist? I go, no, because the brain state of hypnosis is called theta. It's a brain vibration. When the person reads the brain by electrical readout, electroencephalograph, EEG, there's a vibration. Theta is below consciousness, but it's also record. It's theta record for subconscious. So I say, why is it relevant? Every night when you go to bed, consciousness, which is a higher vibration, at the moment you fall asleep, the vibration of the brain drops into theta, which is hypnosis. So if you put earphones on at night as you go to bed, you might hear one of those self-help programs, that things you want, health, wealth, relationship. You put that program on, you go to bed, while you're still awake, you might hear some of the recording, but the moment you fall asleep, guess what? The recording is still playing, but now it's going straight into the subconscious because that's where theta is. Okay, so that's the first way we learn programs. First 7 years, brain was in theta. Second way we learn programs is, look, after 7 years, you still learn programs. I say, how'd you learn something after you were age 7? I go, habituation, repeat, pattern, repeat something over and over again. You want to play an instrument? You got to practice and practice and practice. And boom, one day you play the instrument without practicing anymore. Now it's a program. Riding a bicycle, just like walking, practice, practice, practice. And once you got it down, you don't have to, it's now a program. So first way is hypnosis. Second natural thing is practice something and repeat it as an exercise. A sticky note on the refrigerator is not an exercise, it's a suggestion. An exercise is a repetitive pattern. The new agey story, which I always laugh at because it's kind of humorous, is it's called fake it till you make it. Meaning what? You're not a happy person. Every day you're not happy. I said, guess what? Repeat every day, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy. It's repetition, making a habit. It's how you learn to do anything after age 7. So I say, so all day long, whenever you can remember, you say, I am happy, I am happy. And then guess what? One day you wake up and you already started happy without even knowing why, because now it's a program and happiness is the way of life. So 3 ways to reprogram: A, hypnosis, self-hypnosis, earphones on at night. B, repetition, habituation. Repeat something or create a behavior that's repetition that you want. The more you repeat it, the more likely then it becomes a program. And lastly, the easiest and fastest way, energy psychology, which is like a super learning thing. So you can download new behaviors in minutes. So those are the 3 ways of changing programs. I say, what do you know what the program is? Look at your life. Your life is a printout of your program. The wonderful things that come, don't worry about them. There's a program for that. The things you wish for and desire but not manifesting, that's a negative program, and you can turn that around, make it a positive program, and then all of a sudden you start creating from wishes and desires.
If you like Succeed with Knowledge, subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And thanks a million. Cheers.